Hello everyone, today's Tip Tuesday. I did not want to end the day without giving you some information. Also, today's video is going to be about two different things. One would be about answering a question that was sent to me earlier, and the other one is again the Tip Tuesday. I want to keep this a tradition to every Tuesday, give you some sort of a tip all related to real estate. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about was about this document that I received. I'm going to show you the picture here shortly. So if you see this document, it's not very legit. It's only one sheet of paper, one-page document that is supposed to be a sales contract for a piece of property in exchange for $6,000. Normally, if you ask me if it looks to be good to be true, more than likely it's not true. So again, I did not look into any of this information because again, I'm not part of the transaction, but this question was asked to me, especially because the document, the seller was supposed to be asking the buyer for $6,000 in advance, sent directly to the seller, and then they will later on transfer the documentation of ownership to the new buyer, the person who sent the $6,000. Normally, just so you know, that is not the way it works. You don't send money directly to the seller. For the most part, you don't send any funds to them. You do transfer funds, but these funds are normally transferred to the title company. The title company has one specific job, and this job was multiple jobs. One of them will be verifying who the owner is, and they will request a copy of their ID to make sure that the information that shows in the appraisal district is the same name that shows on the ID, to make sure that it's the same person selling the property. That's number one. Number two, you also want to buy title insurance. The title insurance is something that the title company will provide to you, ensuring that you are actually getting ownership of the property, that is not going to be somebody else coming back after the seller, and then they say, oh, by the way, you purchased this property, but you purchased the property and purchased the property that was not even his. He sold you the property without my authorization. I want my property back. So the title policy basically covers you against it. It's an insurance policy to protect you about those type of situations. Also, they want to still double check if there is any liens. If there is a mortgage, they want to take care of all those type of liens or mortgages or any payoffs before they transfer ownership to anybody else. And of course, that includes you. So don't transfer money directly to the seller. If you're going to transfer any money, it will be directly to the title company. The title company will do their job. Also transfer documentation, so you take ownership of the property and they receive the money. They don't get the money in advance. They don't get the money before you sign documents of receiving property. Neither they receive the money before they sign transferring over ownership of the title over to you. So that's not the way it works. Please don't send any money to any future seller. Of course, always talk to an attorney, talk to a title company. In this case, I guess he was lucky, I'm assuming, that he asked me this question before sending the funds over to the seller. And again, if it looks to be too good to be true, don't necessarily believe that. Talk to someone, talk to a title company, hire an attorney. It's really not that expensive if you think about it, compared to how much money you could lose in a transaction like this. It's definitely not like if you're buying a piece of furniture. Please do not trust so many people that easy if you don't know them. Especially this person was out of the state. It wasn't even in the state of Texas. So it could be again, I don't know, because I was not part of the transaction, but it could be fraud. So you don't want to be a victim of that type of fraud. As always, I just want to end this video by saying that I want to really thank everybody who sends me their questions. If you sent me a question, I feel like you trust me. Loyalty and trust is something that you cannot buy, and I personally really value. So I appreciate every single question that you send me. And again, if you have any other questions, thank you so much for sending them over to me. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough for sending me questions and just giving me trust. I really appreciate that. Everybody, you have a good day, and I hope to talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.